y'all, this is Tonetta, your relationship coach and Speak Your Truth. I'm here to, of course, do another video talking about my journey in business because I haven't been on here on YouTube to talk about that in forever. I've been posting all these other videos, but I have not done anything about my journey at all in the past several months. So I want to make sure that I, of course, got on here and did a video for you all to, of course, let you know kind of where I'm at, what's going on, that kind of thing. Since we last spoke in our last video, which was several months ago, about my journey. Where was I at? I think I was at the point where I had just gotten MailChimp and I just paid for the actual subscription to MailChimp, I put it that way. I guess for the email marketing and things like that, and I still do have that. At this point, of course, that's been probably like last fall when I did that. I think that's when I posted that video about that. And the other free tools that I was using as well at that time. And like I said, I'm still doing that right now too. But I do, of course, I'm right now, I'm more of trying to figure out, I guess the systems, I guess you can say, try to figure out how to, of course, I know how to write, I know how to do the copywriting and that kind of thing, or to me, I know how to do it. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, I'm definitely trying to figure out how to, of course, mesh all that together to, of course, create the funnels and the systems. So I won't have to do so much work, I guess I put it that way. So I'm just a one-woman show, I guess I can say that when it comes to the relationship coaching. So like I said, that's what I'm doing with that. And just trying to figure out, like I said, kind of how to best, I guess, put the information inside the funnels, I guess, in the email sequences. I guess I keep saying funnels, whatever you want to call it. Just putting the information inside the email sequences. So I'm getting, of course, I'm trying to get used to doing that. I guess I put it that way. And I'm actually going to rebuild another one. I'm starting this weekend because I know that I can use video like these kind of videos to, of course, introduce myself and that kind of thing instead of always having to write things out. I'm one who, of course, I love talking on camera, as you all can tell, as I have over 200 videos on this YouTube page. But like I said, I just love talking on video. So like I said, I definitely want to make sure that I incorporate a lot more videos so folks can, of course, get to know me, know who I am. Of course, my quirkiness, my crazy laughing or whatever it is on my video. So like I said, I definitely want to implement a lot more of that inside of the email sequence. I guess inside of my emails that I'm sending. I did do an email I sent out yesterday, actually, because some of you all don't know. Well, you all may have seen it on this channel because I had posted videos about my bedroom candy unboxing and all that kind of stuff and the launch party and stuff like that. But I hadn't officially done the video to let you all know that I, of course, have, joined forces with Bedroom Candy to become a boutique consultant. I did that back in late January this year, 2021. And this is March the 11th right now. So about a month and a half ago, I went ahead and signed up for that. I had been thinking about that since actually for years now. But I've been heavily thinking about it since last year, since I started this coaching business. Because I know that I said back when I was in my early 20s, and I'm 44 now, that I wanted to implement, and I wanted to teach about sex toys and have all these workshops and all this kind of stuff about sex and teaching people about all this kind of stuff that they can do with their partner and in their bedroom and all these kind of things. But I never got anything started. And like I said, the relationship coaching business and the blog that I had about 5 years before that, those were the only things that I had. So like I said, I had always been thinking about how I can still put like the sex toy information, education, still start the workshops and do all those kind of things. And like I said, I decided to just go ahead and go with it and just go ahead and do it because I had no idea why I was taking all this time and what was holding me back. I guess maybe it was fear. I really don't know. I just never took the time out to actually figure out how to do that. I guess I put it that way. Because I said fear, but I don't really think it was fear. Like I said, I was just so much over the years in survival mode. None of these things really mattered to me at that. I mean, it didn't matter for me to think about it, say I want to do all these things. But like I said, living in survival mode, knowing that I couldn't stop doing what I was, well, I could have probably stopped doing what I was doing. But I was more along the lines of making sure that I kept the job and made this and got the bills paid and all those kind of things and living day to day and week to week and check to check and stuff like that. And I wasn't even trying to, of course, look at anything else. Like I said, I know that was my fault. I can't say it was fear. I don't know what that is, but like I said, that definitely was, like I said, just my mindset just wasn't focused on the business aspect of anything. Of course, I was baking and that kind of thing and trying to sell cakes or cupcakes, or because that was actually part of my journey as far as the healing process and helping me, of course, process and get things out and talk about different issues. Because of course, I did some of those on video as well. And just like I said, just to heal from all the things that I've been through, the baking and the cooking and things like that definitely helped. And I knew that that wasn't going to be anything sustainable, I guess I put it that way, because that wasn't what I was looking to do for the rest of my life. Like I said before in other videos, if you all have watched, I've talked about, of course, having an online business that I can work from anywhere, from any place, any country, no matter whether I was on the beach, no matter if I was up in the mountains, no matter where I was. So I can, of course, have that kind of freedom. So I wouldn't have to, of course, answer to a kitchen every day to, of course, bake and or to do all these things. I want to, of course, have that kind of freedom. I am still working full time at this time as well. And like I said, I definitely want that freedom. That's definitely what I'm looking forward to doing. And that's what I'm trying to build at this time, I put it that way. And like I said, that's always been a goal of mine. Back when I was a kid, I used to watch those National Geographic shows and talking about all these places on Earth and all these animals on Earth. I love that kind of stuff. And I still today watch the Travel Channel. I still today watch the documentaries on Netflix and all these other channels talking about people's journeys and people's things that they went through and all these places that they've stayed and all these food cities and what are they called? I guess like street food, because they have these like documentaries and stuff like that on like Netflix and Amazon Prime that of course talks about people's journeys like with their street food businesses and things like that. So I still love watching stuff like that. There's a show called Restaurant on the Edge where they have all these restaurants in these beautiful exotic places that I've always wanted to go to. Like I said, definitely that's what I'm looking at as far as creating for my business, so that I can, of course, travel as I want to, travel whenever I can, of course, to go visit some of these places and to work from those places as well, not just to have a local office here in St. Louis or wherever we're going to, and I can't work from anywhere but in that office. When I take a vacation, I can't do my job, I'll put it that way. So like I said, I definitely want to have that kind of freedom where I can do those things. Like I said, I know I've said that in these videos before, how that's important to me, and it definitely is important to me. And like I said, that's definitely what I'm building at this time. And like I said, that was something that I know that when I wanted to, of course, bring on the sex toys and have a relationship coaching business, like I said, that's what I was looking at. I guess I put it that way, just to let you all know. I'm trying to see what else is happening, because there's a lot that's happening, actually. Let me see. I'm trying to see, but that's the main thing right now is just me learning how to, like I said, of course, create those systems within my business, because I'm a one-woman show right now, and just trying to, of course, making sure that I'm setting up the email funnels correctly. I guess in my mind, I guess to, of course, I'm learning that, of course, you can set up, I guess, like a welcome on board, that kind of sequence, that kind of thing, if you know what I'm talking about as far as funnels go. But I'm trying to, of course, right now set up those same kind of funnels and sequences for my courses that I have. I do have the one course, the unpacking the baggage for the couples, and I'm looking to create one for the singles as well, for those who are looking to, of course, date, but they have all this baggage, have all this fear, have all this anxiety, resentment, whatever it is, before they can even move on and move forward into another relationship. So like I said, that's definitely what I'm looking to create next, and I'll start making that. This is early March, I guess like mid-March. So probably this weekend I'll start recording, like I said, my first set of videos and that kind of thing for that as well. Like I said, I'm definitely learning how to get the email sequences, so that when I am posting the links and that kind of thing, I don't have to do a lot after that. Like I said, the sequences will, of course, walk them through, of course, what's going on with it, the benefits, highlights, and all those kind of things. So like I said, by me doing this by myself at this time, at some point, I'm sure I will hire an assistant as well. But right now, of course, it's just me. So I'm learning how, learning how to do these things on my own right now. So like I said, definitely, I know everybody that starts off with their business, they're doing it themselves until they can hire a business and get enough income for that. And that's the point that I'm at right now. And like I said, with the bedroom candy, I just had my first launch party was actually a week or so, like early February. I just put it out there that I was having a launch party. Of course, nobody came, that kind of thing. So I did it over. I actually redid the launch party. And I had it this past Saturday on the 6th, March the 6th, 2021. And I actually had that live on Facebook, on my Facebook business page. I decided not to even have a link to take somebody to a Zoom or anything else, just to have it directly on Facebook on the business page. Of course, I did not have any sex toys. I do have a sex toy, but I couldn't really show it on there. I did some CBD lube, and I did I forgot what it's called. I forgot the name of it actually, but it was like a tingling sensation, I guess like a balm that you can apply to your lips, and more. I guess I put it that way. I did those two things, and like I said, I did it this past Saturday. I had one person that came on the video that I saw, and actually she was a past coworker of mine. And she was asking about the website and that kind of thing, but she saw it in the description, and I did post it there again for her. And I, of course, had my first sale, so that was awesome. Because like I said, I was definitely I just getting kind of discouraged, I guess, of course, in the beginning, because I hadn't made a sale. I didn't feel that I was doing well with the business, that kind of thing. But I know that I need to learn how to effectively sell products. I guess I put it that way, products and services. So that's what I know how I've seen people sell them. I guess I put it that way as well. But it just seems like I'm lacking in that area, and I know that I've been knowing that. So like I said, that's definitely one thing that I'm looking to, of course, increase on. And I ran across this guy yesterday. Lord have mercy. David G. Is his name David Jean? I can't think of his name right now. But he's I found him on YouTube. I found him in somebody else's video on YouTube yesterday. And I was like, who is this man? He is a black guy. Is it David Jean does marketing? David Jean is marketing? It's something like that. But he talks, that's what he talks about. Teaching you how to sell with this $1 million formula, that kind of thing. And I wrote it down yesterday so that I can have it. I'm going to practice with it with one of my ads, actually. So I'll be writing that ad today, actually. Writing it down, I guess, like in the format that he talked about yesterday in that video. I'm not done watching because I know I have to finish watching that kind of thing as well. But like I said, I'm definitely learning how to do that because I know, like I said, with the selling and that kind of thing, yes, I can tell somebody just to go on the site and buy this. That's not really selling. And like I said, I know there's always a backstory. There's always, you have to storytell. And that's actually what I did with the bedroom candy launch. As far as the storytelling, I had 5 or 6 days worth of course, online live videos on my Facebook page as well. Talking about sex toys and introducing them into your bedroom, and talking about the orgasm gap and all that kind of stuff. Just educating people about, of course, themselves, their bodies, and that kind of thing, and the need for a sex toy. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, that's what I was talking about in those videos. And like I said, definitely when it came Saturday, I did have the one person on, which I was excited. And others told me they hadn't even got that Facebook never even sent them the invite, I guess, or the notification saying that I was on live. And I know that happened, so whatever. But next time, I'm sure I'll be doing it again, actually, on next month. I'm launching a different product next month, I guess I put it that way. So like I said, that's going to be awesome, but I'll definitely make sure that, hopefully that the notifications are on. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it went, I did create an event around it on the Facebook platform, and it may have went to that event location instead of like the actual Facebook page, and that could be what happened. It just went to the event to notify whoever was in the event that was attending that I was on, that kind of thing, instead of just putting the notification as a blanket statement across Facebook, and that could have been what happened. So for next time, I won't create the actual event, but I will, of course, start talking about it in videos as we reach up to it, maybe like a week out, that kind of thing, the same thing I did this time, and just let folks know what's going on. So like I said, I'll definitely be doing that again next month with a different product, and that probably will be the sex toy that I have, because I have an unboxing kit video that I did on this page, on this channel as well. So you all can definitely check that out. It's probably like a few videos down where I did my bedroom candy unboxing and that kind of thing, and you'll see the toys and all the cute items, all the nice stuff that I got in there. So like I said, that's definitely where I'm at, just learning how to, of course, figuring out the business. Yes, a lot of times I've been frustrated since I've last talked to you all. I've definitely been frustrated and ready to give up and ready to quit. Of course, luckily I have a very supportive partner who let me know that, of course, I got this, you can do this, you can move forward. Just, of course, work on whatever issue you need to work on and go ahead and move forward with it. And like I said, I was very frustrated because I didn't think that anything was going to work, and I thought it was stupid, and I was ready just to quit the business and all this kind of stuff. So I'm sure I've said that about 10 times since I've last talked to y'all. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, because I've done a video back then about me being frustrated and ready to give up and that kind of thing. But I just have to realize that me being frustrated is not going to make the goal of me wanting to work anywhere in the world happen. If I'm giving up on my business and not even moving forward and saying I want to give up, how am I even going to get a damn business where I can even travel across the world and do this video from, I guess, in Spain? I can't do that. Especially if I give up, I will never be able to move forward with any business. So I had to realize that, of course, at some point, I have to change my mindset. The same thing my partner told me as well, as far as changing my mindset to, of course, be more, not just see all the negative, all the things that's going on, but to see the positives as well. And man, I know I have to make sure that I have to keep all the goals in the forefront of my forehead, I put it that way. I can't write it on there, but it's definitely up there on my forehead. I can say that to make sure that I know that I cannot give up. If I'm looking to actually quit my job and work for myself full time. How can I give up on a business that I'm trying to get started? I guess I put it that way. And I only made my first sale just like this past weekend. So like I said, I definitely have to make sure that I know that I cannot give up on the business, regardless of how upset I am or how stupid I think I may be that day or how crazy this idea may be and it's not going to work and how nobody's even listening and that kind of thing. For one, the same thing he told me, my partner told me, you have no idea who's even listening to you for one. And I know I've said that to myself before. And I know that before because I've gotten messages on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on not Twitter. I mean Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that. Of folks reaching out to me in my inbox, just saying that they're glad that I'm making all these videos and the content that I'm making and how it's helping them and that kind of thing. And I have never seen these folks a day in my life even like my post or say anything on my post, but like the same thing he said and the same thing that I know because I've seen it happen. That you never know who's even watching you. You never know who's out there listening. You never know what opportunity the person who's listening, I guess, has for you. I guess I put it that way as well. And like I said, I definitely had to make sure that I keep remembering those things. I wrote some of it in my journal as well just to make sure that I'm staying on point, making sure my mindset is I'm not trying to say I'm giving up again, that kind of thing, and just going, I guess, for whatever's easy. Because we all know that giving up is the easiest thing to do in the world besides moving forward. And like I said, I wrote that in my journal as well. And I'll keep writing it in my journal, and I'll keep reminding myself every single day that I cannot give up, especially if I don't want to work for nobody anymore. If I give up at this dream, then I got to start all over with something else whenever I feel like I want to start over, but I'm still working for somebody else. I might work in my own business and not have my own business on the road and working from home and working from Spain and working from Brazil or whichever place I want to go to. Like I said, that's a goal that I have. And like I said, I'm just telling you all too, if you're looking at giving up and think your business is going haywire, you're an entrepreneur, you're, oh my God, this is making me sick and nobody's paying attention, that kind of thing. Just keep in mind that keep in mind your bigger goal and your why. Like I said, I know my why is not to go back to where I was. I guess in the environments that I have lived in the past, as far as drug usage and selling environments. I guess I put it that way. Gang violence, folks being killed and shot around me, that kind of thing. All kind of stuff going on inside my own household. My parents, of course, my dad was very, very physically abusive to my mom. And of course, I got whoopings as well. I put it that way. I guess you want to say that too. But like I said, I definitely don't want to go back to those environments. Having to, of course, not knowing where my next meal is coming from. Some days going hungry because they were on drugs and that was mostly where the money went to. Of course, but like I said, with the drug usage, domestic violence in the household, all that stuff was just pure chaos. Not knowing if we're going to have electricity tomorrow. Sometimes we did have our gas shut off, electric shut off, no food, all those kind of things. Not even good hygiene supplies. I guess I put it that way as well. And like I said, I don't want to go back to those environments at all. I don't want to go back to an environment where I have to struggle and I'm dead broke and don't have any money and can't fend for myself and being controlled by everybody else because I have no leg to even stand on. I put it that way. Because of course, I was a kid at that time and a youth and teenager, but I didn't have my own. I didn't have any way to make money or didn't have my own income coming in where I can sustain myself. And like I said, I definitely know what that feels like. And I know that I'm not going to go back to that. And that's definitely, like I said, that's my why. I'm not looking to go back to that. I'm not looking to, once I do end my job, I'm not looking to go back to another job at all. I'm looking to, of course, create those businesses that's going to sustain me, my household, my family, however that may look, into the future and forward. Like I said, I definitely know that. And like I said, for those out there who, like I said, like me, are just starting off in business with their own actual business, because this is almost my first year actually in business. Like I said, definitely I'm looking for, just to let you all know, like I said, there's no reason why you should give up. I know that, of course, it's going to get frustrating as far as you think nobody's listening, you think nobody care, you don't have a good support system, you don't even have a good networking or inner circle. I don't have that either, I guess, which I do have a support system in some ways. Of course, my partner is very, very supportive. He's one of the main supportive people that I do have at this point. And like I said, I'm sure there's somebody in your life that, of course, is in your corner 100%. They may not see your vision because they're of course not you, but I mean, of course, they're supporting you and that kind of thing as well. So like I said, definitely keep that in mind. Like I said, regardless as to if anybody's there or not, if you have a why, if you're wanting to, of course, don't work. I guess where you're wanting to, of course, not work for anybody else or work around the world or however you want to do it or have your own restaurant or whatever it is, you have to know that your why is bigger than all that. You're the one who's going to be regretting that you didn't take that leap, I guess, to start your restaurant, or to start your traveling business, or to start your coaching business, or to start that computer tech business. You're going to be the one who, of course, is regretting all those things. I should have did this last year. I should have did this. I should have did that. And you wasted a whole year, 2 years, all sulking about it, all upset, saying saying that you were frustrated in business, and you didn't want to do this because nobody was listening and nobody supporting, and you don't have the funds and that kind of thing. But if you look at the bigger picture, you can start anything online for free. Most things anyway. Even if you want to start speaking to people like I'm speaking to you, you can start a speaking business for free. You just got to get out there, start speaking, figure out what you want to talk about, and go ahead and get it started. And just start doing your videos and talking about it. So folks can, of course, start knowing who you are. So folks can start knowing what kind of topics you want to speak on, and what you want to hold your workshops about, or what you want to have classes about. Whatever it is, you have to start something. Like I said, there's definitely something for all of us to start. You may not have the income right now, because I don't have thousands of dollars to, of course, invest in all these ads and do all these things. But of course, I have $1 here, $5 there, $10 here, $20 there, and you best believe I put ads for $1 as well for one day. I have done that because, I mean, like I said, there's no other reason why I can't take any spare money that I have to, of course, go ahead and at least get things going. And me, of course, joining on with the Bedroom Candy boutique consultant. I had to buy that kit, y'all. That kit was $150, I think it was, like at the most, because it was 40% off. And like I said, I had the money, and of course I kept saying, oh, maybe I'll start it next time or next month or this kind of thing. That weekend, I just went ahead and bought the kit. I did reach out to a few people, of course, in the business selling bedroom candy products, to figure out how they were doing, what's going on with their businesses and things like that, just to get some, of course, feedback. But of course, I bought it that weekend. I told myself I could not wait any longer to keep procrastinating, and I don't know, like I said, it wasn't fear. I'm not sure what it was. I have no idea. But like I said, I just had to go ahead and get the thing started. I just felt like I didn't know what I was doing, or how I was going to incorporate it inside my business. It was the main thing that I kept saying. And I'm like, okay, at some point I have to buy it to figure out how to put it in my business. I'm not going to know before I even start anyway. I would have to go ahead and buy the products and go ahead and then figure out how it's going to fit inside the business. And that's what a lot of us have to do. Of course, there is no blueprint to business for anything. I don't care what kind of business you have, if it's coaching, if it's speaking, if it's restaurant business, if it's baking cakes or whatever you're trying to do, buy cars or whatever it is. There is no blueprint to anything. You just have to get started somewhere. Even if it's getting started online, you want to talk about having, I don't know, buying houses, because I'm into real estate as well. So, of course, if you're talking about buying houses and that kind of thing, I don't care if you don't even have the money to buy a damn house. Just start talking about the stuff online. Like I said, somebody, of course, will come along at some point to let you know they know somebody that has a house, that want to sell it, that kind of thing, and go ahead and buy it or whatever the case may be. Like I said, we have to start somewhere. Everything we can start with all this technology in our cell phone for free. Even if it's just talking about you wanting to start a nursing home business, or you wanting to start a home health care, or like I said, a baking business, or you wanting to start designing clothes. Just start talking about it. It really doesn't matter if you have the money to actually start it right now. Just start talking about it to even get the word out there. I know for me, it took me years to, of course, get on video. Well, not years, but first got my first video back in 2017. It was in that fall/winter months of 2017, and look where it's got me now. Like I said, if I would have never had started back then, I probably would just be starting doing live videos right now, and probably wouldn't even have this YouTube channel, videos anywhere else. Like I said, we just have to get started with something. Like I said, it does not take any money to get started with something, even if it's just alerting people and letting folks know, being on video every day or post every day, just to let folks know what you're envisioning, having your own restaurant, and of course researching some stuff about how to start your own restaurant. You can turn those into videos. Researching some stuff on how to start your own nursing facility. You can turn those into videos as well, talking about seniors and some of the issues that they may face, and are talking about how to fill out the Medicaid application. Whatever it is, just go ahead. Like I said, those things are free to do. Free online information. Just go ahead and get started. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get my butt off here, because like I said, I still got a job I have to get to, so I'm definitely going to work this morning. So like I said, I know like I said, that's my why. I'm quitting my job at some point. I'm giving myself another year, I guess, a year and a half, to put it that way, and that's it. So like I said, definitely like I said, that's my plan, and that's the goal that I see. If you all have a goal and a plan, that kind of thing, set a date for it and just start working on it. Like I said, I'm the one who wanted to control every single thing. How's this going to happen? What is going to happen after this happen? What's going to happen once I start doing this? I have no idea. Like I said, nobody has no idea. And that's one thing I had to face as well. That I don't know, once I start taking this journey, I have no idea what's going to happen. And I know I'm still in the back of my mind wondering what's going to happen tomorrow. I have to stop. I know I have to stop doing that. Not saying for you. If that works for you, then go ahead and do it. But I know that when trying to control things and trying to figure out where something's going to go, sometimes we just have to have that faith that whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I guess I put it that way. We're putting it out there. Of course, whoever our God is, that kind of thing, has our back as well. The universe, if somebody, so whoever, of course, has our back as well, or whatever higher power you believe in. Like I said, you just have to step out in faith. And I know I always go back to that Steve Harvey quote. What he said, I think he's something along the lines of that you jump off the cliff and you grow your wings as you're falling or something like that. I forgot how the actual quote goes, but it's something like that. Mainly saying that you take that leap and you figure it out on the way down is basically what he's saying. And like I said, I always remember that in the back of my head with everything that I'm doing now. I guess I'd say that. And like I said, I'm here to tell you all the same thing. Don't just stop your business because it's frustrating you or because nobody's listening or because you don't know how to get it started or whatever else. There's folks like me. There's folks like everybody else that talks about business here free on YouTube. You can figure out how to start whatever you want to start. And free Google University as well. They have all types of how-tos on Google that you can at least get started with something. Even if it's just posting about your dream. Even if it's just doing your videos talking about your dream and how you want to have these kind of cars and actually finding a car and showing the car, whatever you want to do. You have to just start something in the process of just waiting for nothing to happen. Like I said, I did that for many years, trying to figure out what I wanted to do and these kind of things. I had to get it started. Oh, I don't have the money, making all these excuses. I just started for free last year, I put it that way. Talking about, of course, I already had the relationship blog, but of course, going into the business, I started talking about relationships and just starting off from ground zero. That's what everybody has to do. Whether it's growing your YouTube, growing your Instagram, doing your videos, growing a business, whatever it is, starting off from nothing. You have to start off from something. Whether it's video posts, regular written posts, or pictures that you want to post, whatever it is. Just get started doing something, especially if your why is bigger than your job, is bigger than all the part-time jobs you're working just to make ends meet. Like I said, you definitely have to just start with something just to figure out where it's going to go along the way somewhere. You can just figure out how you want to monetize, how you want to sell whatever it is, all those kind of things. In the beginning, most folks have no idea. But like I said, you definitely have to just get started with something. I don't care if it's something small. Like I said, with these videos, with the posts, with just alerting folks and letting all the folks in your circle and around you know what you're trying to do. They may have resources and connections and people that you never knew that they even had until you open your mouth and tell somebody. So like I said, that was my main thing as well. So with that, even though I said I was going to get off here a long time ago, I'm getting off here now, y'all, because I do got to get to work this morning. So I want to say thank you all for, of course, tuning in this morning. And I hope you all have an awesome and amazing day. Again, this is Tonetta, your relationship coach at Speak Your Truth. And, of course, your Bedroom Candy Boutique Consultant. And I want to say, again, thank you all. Definitely have a great day, y'all. And remember, you cannot give up. Your why is much bigger than that. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.